A very good evening to all of you. I hope you can hear me. Just making sure that you can hear me. Please let me know if you can hear me. Yes, Harshit. It is buffering. Yes, I can see that. Just let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? I'm waiting for the comment. If I'm audible to you all, just let me know. I believe I am audible to you all. I'll just wait for some comment. All right, yes. I just got the confirmation from Shauresh Sharma, Yash, and Shubham Krishna. Okay, thank you so much for confirming. Yes. All right. Very good evening, everybody. As you all know, we all meet at this hour, at the stipulated time on the days, so that we can have these sessions. Yes, Aarti, yes, Krishna, very good evening, very good evening. And I am thankful to all of you that you have come. And we interact here, discuss a few questions. You learn a few things, and I learn a few things from you all. Thank you so much for your comments. Very good evening. Very good evening. I just wish that you all will be this interactive in the whole session. Please keep updating me with your informative comments, so that if anything goes down south or maybe everything goes well, so please confirm me. Let me know if you have anything else. Yes, okay. Very good evening, Sarthak, Sunil, Shaurya. All right, so as you know, in the previous sessions, we have all taken up a few themes, right? So moving on, today we will be discussing the theme of water conservation. So that would be the underlying theme of all the questions that we'll be discussing today on CCT reading literacy. And you've been very interactive in the previous sessions, and same here on. So please go on with your comments, and yes, we'll talk about it. So I'll start with the point. A few things about the theme, that obviously you know that we all need to save water. Everybody says so, right? But what is the need? Why do that? Do you know? Because clean fresh water is a limited resource. With all the severe droughts happening in the world, the limited supply of fresh water is becoming one of our most precious resources. Every person on earth needs water to survive. You know that. You know we could even result into death if we are lacking in supply of water. So that makes the conserving water very, very necessary. As every individual depends on water for livelihood, we must learn how to limited supply of water pure and away from pollution. Right? You all know these things. So with this, we'll be moving on to our first question. So I believe people are smart enough. Okay. So here on, there goes the first question. The case in point is tips on water conservation, right? There it is. This is the first chart that I would like you to see. Okay, and there are a few students posting unnecessary comments. Anyways, we'll be focusing on the question here. Okay, the first one is the tips on water conservation, the need. Yes, good evening. Bhuri, Arti, Prabha, Sharda, Krishna, very good evening. Now, I would like you to take this item under consideration, the tips on water conservation. The first one, that is use a water efficient toilet, find a repair if there is any leak, take a quick shower, convert to water and energy saving faucets, avoid wasting running water as possible, use an energy efficient washing machine, water plants during the coolest part of the day, clean driveways and sidewalks with a broom instead of a hose. You know that, right? Yes, Zareen. Yes, Daksh, Vidhi, Prabha, Satpal, Mr. B.A. Very good evening. Yes, I would like you to focus on this particular question. So these are the tips that have been offered to you for the people who are not able to see the screen properly. If anything is blurry, I just read it out to you. You know, for some students, sometimes the screen gets blurry and you're not able to see or read properly all these tips. And I believe we are ready to move on with the first question. Are you? Okay, Pal, Akhilesh. Yes. Okay. Evening, Sony. Okay, Tulsi Rani, very good evening, class 8th. Vinayak, class 7th from KV Nagar, very good evening. So let's focus on the first question here. If you all are ready now, I believe you have taken a quick look. It's a very easy one, right? Prachi, very good evening. Evening, yes. All right. Shall we move? Okay. Here goes the first one. Okay, the first question says, why should we clean sidewalks with broom and not with water? Why should we clean sidewalks with broom and not with water? Water, tell me. You know, whenever we are asked to clean outside our houses, verandas, or the near garden walks, that sidewalks that we have usually have outside our houses, why should we clean it with the broom and not with water? Option A says broom cleans better than water. B says it is easier to clean with a broom. C says it saves a lot of water. And D, water leaves stains after cleaning. Which one? Okay. Many of you are answering. Chandrani Mukherjee is saying C. Yash Bharadwaj is saying C. Rashi C. Chandra Mukherjee C. Okay. Akansha, you both are attending together. That's very good. Many of you are going for the option C. That's good. Chandrani Mukherjee is also going for the option C. Good. Sunil is also option C. Siddhant is going on the option C. Okay, that's good. That's very good. That's very good. Okay, that's good. All of you have opted for the C. Yash Bharadwaj has given us a detailed answer and he's saying that it saves a lot of water. That's very true, Yash Bharadwaj. Very smart. All right. That was an easy one, right? We always start with the easy ones. So let's move on with the second question. I believe even this is pretty easy, I believe. you'll find it easy as well. It's not that difficult for you all. You all are school. We all know that. Okay, the second one. I believe you all are ready. What is the meaning of the given sign? What is the meaning of the given sign? There is this particular sign there. I believe you can all see it. There's a tap, a bucket, and it's pretty much visible. And option A goes, don't fill water in the bucket, don't use tap water, don't leave the tap water running, or don't leave the bucket half filled. Which one do you think is the answer? C. Tuba Batul is saying C. Don't leave the tap water running. Okay, many of you are again opting for the C. And with this, let's find out the answer. Yes, we are supposed the same one. We should not leave the tap water running at any cost. Right, that's very good. Very good. Chandrani Mukherjee again is telling us the answer. That's nice. Ashok Tyagi, Sunil Pawar, and Jyoti. That's very good. That's very good of you. That's very nice. So you all are very okay. Yes, very good evening. Very good evening. I think you can all see the answer. All right. Moving on. Let's jump on to the next one. Now, what do you know about the Ministry of Jal Shakti? Have you heard of this ministry? Under the government of India, what do you know about the Ministry of Jal Shakti? Have you heard about it? Anyone? I'm still waiting for your responses. What do you know about the Ministry of Jal Shakti? Any guesses? Anyone? Yes, very good evening, Sumit Kumar. Evening, Vaishnavi Sharma. Very good evening from KV Hathras, class 7th. Okay. So the Ministry of Jal Shakti was formed in May 2019. Yes, Rashi Rati has come up with an answer. She's saying it is a water management ministry. Yes, very much true. Very much true. And Chandrani Mukherjee, always smart as ever, has again come up with another answer. Jal Shakti helps to conserve water. That's very true, Chandrani. Very true. All right. The Ministry of Water Resources is responsible for laying down policy guidelines and programs for the development and regulation of countries' water resources. Right? Yes, Sona. Very good evening. All right. Now, moving on to the next one. Why should we water plants in the cooler time of the day? Why should we water plants in the cool times of the day? You know, when the temperature is a bit lower down at that time. Why are we supposed to water the plants in the cooler times of the day? Yes, Rishti. Evening. Are we supposed to water the plants when the temperature is lower than the normal? Average, it is lower than the average temperature of the day. Why are we supposed to water the plants at those times? Anukriti has come up with a detailed answer, but let's not copy paste here, bacho. Let's focus on the present question on hand. That is, why should we water plants in the cool times of the day? Now Rashi has an answer. Very good. Rashi says, water will evaporate if we plant water in hotter times of the day. Okay, that's very good. Very nice answer. And Atul has come up with another one, that we are going to lose water due to evaporation. Okay, that's good. Good. Okay. And Arshdeep And Chandrani again. Okay, that's good. Adarshana, yes, evening. Let's focus on this question now. Yes, many of you have given the correct answer. That's very true. You all are very smart people, I know. It allows the water to run down into the soil and reach the roots of the plant without too much excess water lost to evaporation. You know? Yes, Sona Kumari, correct answer. Very good answer. Sunil has also come up with the same thing. Very good. The evaporation is very low, right? Very nice. Very nice. That is all we need. The evaporation has to be low. Yes, Anukriti has come up with something. Okay, yes. It will allow the water to run down into the soil and reach the roots of the plant without too much excess water lost to evaporation. Yes, Anukriti. Good answer. Yes, that's good. Now we'll be moving on. Now, what other tips or suggestion would you like to add in the given picture? Would you like to have some your own suggestions in the picture? What would you like to see or do or suggest if you want to conserve more water? What are those very small but definitely important things that we should do so that we can conserve water, right? Okay, I'm waiting for your updates. Go on. Go on. Yes, very good evening, Shaukat. Very good evening. Yes, evening. Tanika Viltoria, very good evening. Yes. Now, what would you suggest as a tip to conserve more water? What would you suggest? Okay. Sunil, I believe it's buffering. Okay, you need to come to a place where it is more open, or you can move to terrace. Yes, Monica, evening. You can move to your terrace, or you can, try moving outside the house. Yes. Okay. Planting trees will help in increasing underwater ground level. Okay. Planting trees. We should. Okay. Chandrani has come up with an answer. Okay. Soha. Okay. Soha. Yes. Now, Chandrani is saying that we should use the method, that is, we should never leave the tap open, and we should use the method of rainwater harvesting. Okay, that's very good. That's very good. We should never waste water. That is what Yash Bharadwaj is saying. All right, that's nice. That is nice. That would be the last one from this particular tips. Now, tip: do not overwash in anticipation of a shortage. Soil hold extra water, right? Wash only full loads in your washing machine. Always turn taps off tightly so they do not drip, right? As you suggested by you. That's very nice. Yes, Tuba, very much true. Sumit, yes, if you must use tub. That's very true. Close the drain before turning on the water and fill the tub only half full. That's very nice, Sumit. That's very nice. Vidhi from class 7th. Okay. KV Muzaffar Nagar. Okay. Bulandshahr. Yes. Shashi Kumar. Yeah. We should always turn the tap water off when not in use. Right. Good one. Now, can we move on to the next one, next part? The next case is a comic strip. Okay. And in this comic strip, let's find out what are we going to see here. Okay. We have the desperate future, year 2050. Have a look, people. Have a look. Then I'll put a few questions. Soha from KV Muzaffarnagar. Okay. Aditya Yadav from Bulandshahr. Yes, people, let's focus on this. Yes, Sania. Hello. Vibhash. Hello. Okay. Would you like to answer the first question? Are you ready? Yes, Naman Sharma. Have a look on this comics. Manshi Kumari, yes. Let's have a look on this particular comic strip. Try to understand it if you're trying to. In this, there is this municipal corporation water tank. There are people gathered around it. They are all waiting for their turn to get water. There are armed guards, and there is an old. And what is he saying to his, their grandson? There was a time we had water in our homes. Water used to come at houses. But what did they do? They did not save water, right? Had they saved water, there would not, we would not be having such scarcity of water in this time. Now, which is the year mentioned? Top right corner. Which year do you see? Isn't it the year 2050? Yes, in the year 2050, Vineet Kumar. That's the correct answer. Yes, Vineet. Okay. So moving on to the first question. And here it is. What is the genre of the comic strip? Anyone? What is the genre of this comic strip? It is a futuristic realism, a horror, adventure, manga, or humor. Which one? Okay, Vivash, Sanjeev, Jyoti, Rashi, Chandrani. Which one do you think is okay? Jyoti has come up with the answer. It's A, Rashi, Chandrani. Everybody is going with the first option. All right. Siddhant, Sania, Anukriti, that's good. All of you are opting for A. That's very nice of you. That's very nice. Has gone in the further details and expressing her answer as futuristic realism. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Sania, okay. That's the answer. Correct. Futuristic realism. That's true. You all are very smart, I believe. Pavan Rajan, okay. Let's jump on to the next one. The title, A Desperate Future, is a title future is portrayed, B, a title with no relation to the comic strip, C, a title which pertains to the crowd, or D, a title which explains the water tanks. Yes, Arti Kashyap is saying there is a difference between using water and wasting it. Yes, again, Jan Balyan, A, Siddhant. Okay, so many of you have come up with the correct answer. That's very nice of you. So you're being paying attention. That's very nice. You know, yes, SS, very much right. That's very good. Thank you, Neil. Yes, it is a title where the future is quoted. Now let's jump on to the third one. Now, think, why are the armed guards defending the water tank? What's the need of the armed guards? What's the need? Why do you think the armed guards are present there? What would be the reason? Why are they standing there near the municipal water tank, which is meant to be with, yes, Jyoti, yes, the army, okay, yes. But what's the need for the armed guards to stand near a water tank? What is the need? Why are they needed here, there? Vibhash, yes. Yash is saying because the water is very low. And Chandrani has again come up with a very smart answer because there is deficiency, okay, there's scarcity of water, and people will fight for water. Stop them, guards are okay. All right. The shortage of water, due to shortage of water, all right. Everybody is going on with the word shortage of water. True. So we should never waste water, right? Should we? Okay. Now, to regulate the distribution of the already scarce commodity that is water in the future. Right? That's what you all answered correctly. Yes. Keep trying, keep trying. RN. All right. Okay, the next question. Why do the people in the picture seem worried and scared at the same time? The people, the crowd, they all are standing there, right, waiting for their turn. But they seem worried and scared. Why? What could be the reason? Yes, Ramesh, your answer was very much correct. Now let us focus on this particular question together, right? Arti, Jyoti, and Vidhi. Yes, go on. Let's move to this question. Why do the people in this picture they seem worried and scared? What could be the reason? Yes, Palak Joshi. What's the reason? Very good evening. Yes. What's the reason, Beta? What's the reason? What do you think could be the reason? The people in the picture are worried and scared. People are worried because the scarcity of water. Yes, because the water is very low there, obviously, because that is of water and people don't know what to do. Okay. They are scared. Okay, Chandrani has again come with the answer. They are scared and worried because they are thinking that it will get water or not as the amount of water is low. Oh my God. That's perfect. Very good. Very good. Anukriti, water is very little and consumed. Okay. Okay. Because scarcity, Pumesh is again attempting because scarcity of water. That's very true. All right. Yes. Most of you are right. It was the people don't know what. Okay. They are not sure whether they are going to get any water or not, as the armed guards are threatening them as well, right? Isn't that the reason? That's yes, that's very true, people. That's very true. Shashi Kumar Kanojia, yes, your answer is very much correct because the water is low. Shivam is saying we don't have enough fresh water left. It's very true, Shivam. We don't have enough fresh water left, so we have to be very cautious and very conservative in using the water. We should never waste it. It's very much aware of your. Okay, what is the realism or the message in the comic strip? Yes, Pumesh, very much correct. If you want me to confirm, all right. Yes, your answer is correct. Okay. Now, what is the realism or the message in the comic strip? What message do you get from the comic strip that we just discussed earlier? Okay, Rashi has come up with the first message, and she says if we continue wasting water like that, this okay, we are doing right, like we are doing right now, this is gonna happen in future. Oh my God, that's very much correct. Perfect. Chandrani has come up with another message that we should save water and not waste it as there is a chance that we will lose water later. Very true. Very true, Chandrani. Okay, Amar Singh, hello. Just focus on the questions, okay? Now, Pumesh has again come up with that we should not waste water at any cost, right? That's true. Sanya has again answered that we should not be wasting water. If we continue, Drishti has answered for the first time, I believe. If we continue wasting water in future, we have to gift water. We'll have to share the water. That's very true. Very true. We'll have to share the water, and we are already sharing it because that's not very far. 2050. If we keep wasting water, that situation is not very far. So we are supposed to conserve it, right? Use it very wisely. We should save water for the future. Yes, let's follow Anukriti Singh. She is just saying the right. Always save water for the future. That's true, Anukriti. Anmol. Okay. All right. With that last question, now we will be okay, Mr. Shazim Chaudhary. Okay, we'll be jumping on to the next part, the third. And here it is. In this particular question, we are going to have a very short excerpt by a very famous water conservationist. Okay, and you know, she wants us to change the way we look at water. That's the title of the excerpt. Change the way you look at water. You know, we when we look at water, we just take it very casually, right? Our attitude is very casual and careless towards water. Not all of yours, because I know, I'm pretty sure many of you are very wise in using water and you do not waste water. You all are pretty wise. So I know that. But some of us, we, sometimes tend to waste water, and because we think that it's abundant, and what can I do at my individual level? I cannot do anything. That's not the case. It has to be a collective effort, both, right? Now let's focus on the excerpt. Now, I do understand sometimes the screen is buffering and it's blurry. So, for those people, I will read it out so that you don't have a problem in understanding. Uh, it is an excerpt by Tyler Reaver. She's a water conservationist. She says, "What no one told me about Niger is that it's sandy, dry, and brutal. The only available water in a place like this lies in 100-year-old holes in the ground, and the women have no choice but to hoist it out by rope, one bucket at a time. I followed a 26-year-old woman named Fadom just to see and capture what it was like. She described it to me in advance, waking up before sunrise to collect water, cooking breakfast, going to collect more water, pounding grain for lunch and dinner, and then collecting water again for the third time. But witnessing it was another story. I got to see all of the no big deal things that she left out: bathing and dressing her daughters, feeding her goats, cleaning her home. It was amazing, and it was so painfully exhausting. After an hour, I asked when she got time to rest. Fadom laughed. There is no time for rest. What's your favorite part of the day? I continued. Without missing a beat, she looked up at me and replied in total seriousness, "Anytime I'm not pulling water." I hope you get the depth of the seriousness that Tyler Reaver wants us to understand, comprehend, right? That's very serious. I hope all of you are able to comprehend that. I will be okay. Jyoti is saying something. Yes. She's saying 40 pounds of water all the way home on your back and then serving it to the people you love most, constantly suffering from stomach pain and diarrhea, losing children to water related diseases. Such are the problems faced by the people. So, if you have read it thoroughly, so I'll be moving on with the first question. Okay. Now, here is the first one. Why did the lady didn't have time to rest? Why the lady didn't have time to rest? The lady was, yes, we should be using water very carefully, Pumesh, just very true. We should be saving water, yes. Siddhant, okay. Now, the lady, Fadong, she never had time to rest. She could never do this. rose before sunrise and went to fetch water. After she came back, then she prepared the breakfast for the family. After having the breakfast, she used to go back again to fetch water for lunch. Yes, many of you are answering A. Yes, she was busy fetching water the whole day. She was busy fetching water the whole day. B. She was busy with her hobbies. C. Excuse me. She was carrying her items to her office. She was the person who was cooking. Okay. Many of you are opting for option A, and that's very nice of you. I hope you're able to see that you are correct. That's very nice. You paid attention. That means that's very nice, people. Pumesh, Siddhant, Meanwid, everybody. That's very nice of you that you paid attention. Okay, that's good. All right, we'll be moving on with the next, with the answer. That is, she was busy fetching water the whole day. Right? Now we'll be going on to the next question. That is, what was Fadum's favorite part of the day and why? What was Fadum's favorite part of the day and why? What was the reason that Fadum's favorite part of the day was XYZ? Yes. Anyone who would like to answer that? Yes, Pawan, we are done with the last question. Yes, Rashi has come up. Rashi is the first one to come up with the answer. Any time when she was not fetching water was her favorite part of the day. Yes, very true. And why? Could you answer that? Could you answer that part? Why? And yes, Drishti, you're very correct. Anytime she's not pulling water was her favorite time of the day. That's true. And why? Could anybody tell me the reason? Yes, Pumesh has also come up with the answer. Fadum's favorite part of the day was not fetching water when she was not fetching the water. Yes, true. Why? Can anybody tell? Because it was okay. Anytime when yes, Sunil has also come up with the same answer. Okay, Rashi has come up with the why part. What do you have to say, Rashi? Rashi, where is your answer? Yes, because water level was very low and she had to exert extra. Okay, and she was tired. Amar Singh has said that she was very tired. Okay, her favorite was not because she was tired of doing it. Yes, and whenever she was not doing it, whenever she was not fetching water, she was that was her favorite part, right? Because it was very hard work. It is very difficult work. Somebody just said, uh, okay, Chandani Mukherjee has come up with the answer. She was tired of doing it. Yes, all the time, three times, four times a day, three times a day, she used to fetch water. She used to go to long distances and fetch water from those very old holes. That is the well we call, right? And she used to, put a bucket there. And fetching water through a bucket is definitely not an easy task, right? And she had not, okay, it was very difficult for her. Okay, Shion, that's very correct. uh, Not she was tired of doing it. That's true. That's true. That her favorite time was not to fetch water. She was tired of doing it. Very good. Very nice. It is very difficult. Anukriti is just saying that not fetching water because it is difficult work. Yes, it's very difficult work. So that is why we should be conserving water so that situation does not arise anymore, and also we can help such people, right? Only when we are at a situation when we can conserve water ourselves, only then we can help others, right? Now, so here on, move to the next one. Okay, here it is. 3.2. Jyoti Chaudhary, yes, your answer is very much correct, beta. Very well done. That's nice of you. Very good. If she is not fetching water, her family cannot survive. Amar, very correct. Very nice of you. You've paid attention. Now, next question. Do you think we seriously need to save water? Answer with respect to the extract. Do you think we seriously need to save water? Do you think we need to save water? What could be the reason? Connect your answer with the extract. Connect your answer with the extract, people. Yes, Amar. Okay, that's very nice. Do you think we seriously need to save water? Yes. What could be the reason, people? State a few reasons and connect that with the extract. Yes. Rashi has come up with the first one. If we continue wasting as we are doing right now, our situation will be like Faduma. That's true. That's true. That's true. Okay. Because of lack of water, okay, we need to seriously, Chandrani has again come with an answer. We need to seriously save water as we are able to know how people face problems due to unavailability of water. If we save it, we can help those who do not. Excellent answer. Excellent. Excellent. Sunil, you just copied what Chandrani Mukherjee has said. Please do not copy. Come up with your indigenous answer. Go on. Atmanirbhar, right? Let's write something. We belong to Atmanirbhar Bharat, right? So give an indigenous answer, people. Don't just copy somebody else's answer, right? Okay. Please save water because we can escape from diseases here. Very careful in using the water. Anukriti is saying it is important because we cannot survive it. Okay. Yes, obviously it's not possible to survive without water. It is important. It's okay. Water, let's not waste it. Yes, very much true. We should never waste water. That's true. And Rashi, your answer was really nice. You just connected with the excerpt that we just did. That's good. And all right, fine. So I'll be just sharing the answer with you now. The suggestion in the extract explains the future of the humanity if we do not save water now. Right? If you're not saving water, that is exactly what is going to happen to us and the whole humanity along the along with the flora and fauna of the earth, right? We will be disrupting the law of nature, right? We'll be disrupting it. Okay. Now, you have to suggest ways in which you will actively save water from now on. Now, how will you save water? You have to suggest ways. Can you do that? Can you suggest ways in which you will actively save water? Achha, we just did an extract, right? What did you learn out of it? What did you learn? Whatever you learned, and just that dreadful situation that we will reach if we don't start saving water now, right? So, to escape from that dreadful situation, what are you going to do as an individual? Yes, Monica has come up with the first one. She is suggesting that we should use bucket instead of shower. That's true. That is very smart. Rashi has again come up with something that's very nice, Rashi. She's saying to plant trees, reuse water, rainwater harvesting, etc. The government and the professionals. Harshit, is saying that take bucket water bath, clean, cover with the bucket water. Okay. Chandrani has come up with an answer that I will always plant water at cool temperature and will never leave the tap on while brushing and will try to do water harvesting. That's very nice of you, Chandrani. We need such citizens like you, Chandrani. Do you know that? We need such people like you. You could be a water conservationist one day, you know? That's very nice of you. But you should be watering the plants at the cool temperatures so that the water is not lost to evaporation. That's the reason, right? And okay, again, Pumesh is coming up with something that he should not let the water running. Okay, okay, we should not open the tap water uselessly. Drishti has is saying that we should be rain. We should harvest the rainwater. Okay, Anukriti has come up with another solution that if you wash dishes by hand, don't leave the water running for rinsing. That's very nice. Many people do that. Oh my god, right? You have noticed this. Very nice. When people wash their dishes, they just keep the water running, right? And let's never do that, right? We should conserve water. We should all conserve water. Otherwise, our situation will be just like Fadum's, right? We don't want to live in a place where Fadum lives. Instead, we should help her. We should. Vanshika is suggesting that we should aware the people uh, regarding this water conservation, right? We should plant water. We should water plant. Okay. Yes, the water can be reused. Yes, very much true. Amar, yes. What's your answer? I might have missed. I'm sorry. There are so many comments. I'm not able to read all of them. If I'm not able to do that, I'm for it. Okay. Uh, Amar Singh said cloth cleaning. Okay. We should clean the clothes by hand. That is what Amar is suggesting. And that's very true. Washing the clothes in the washing machine wastes a little more water. That is why we should be using energy efficient and water conserving washing machines, or we should wash them by hand. We should use water cooking cleaning. Okay, yes. While brushing our teeth also, we should never let the tap water running. That's very nice of you, Pumesh. I'm pretty sure you'll take care of it from the next time that you brush your teeth, and we all brush our teeth. We will all be uh, okay. Yes, Pumesh, thank you so much. Thank you for your contribution, Pumesh. Okay. All right, all right. Okay, we will be moving on to the next part. Before that, okay, we should not overwater in the anticipation of a shortage. Soil cannot store extra water. Whenever you water the plants, if you give them the overwater the plant, if you overwater the plant, soil cannot retain it, right? It will either evaporate or it will just drain down through the drainage system, right? So let's not overwater the plants. Wash only full loads in a washing machine. That is, means never wash one or two or four, five clothes. The washing machine should be full. Only then wash your clothes in the washing machine. Otherwise, it will waste your detergent and the powder as well. Sorry, detergent and the water as well. Okay. We should turn the taps off tightly, very tight, so that they are not left dripping. This usually happens. We are in a hurry. We all are in a hurry for some or the other thing, and we just leave the hose dripping. We should never do that. We should leave the faucet or the tap dripping. We should never do that, right? We should always take care of it. And Anukriti has come up with a very, you know, uh, thing that you all have noticed, and that is we should never run the hose while washing the car. We vehicles, two wheelers, four wheelers. wheels, two wheels or four wheels, and then what do? We just leave the water hose running. We should avoid that at any cost. And yes, there is another very important suggestion coming from unknown, that is, mop the floor instead of washing. We should be mopping the floor instead of washing it regularly. I believe many of us do that, right? Don't press. Okay. Drishti has come up with a suggestion, and she is saying that we can wash our cars in the garden so that the water will be consumed by the plants. Okay, that is a nice suggestion, Drishti. I believe we all heard that. Drishti's viewpoint, and that's very right. Harshit Yadav, yes. I believe you can just come up with an answer. I want you to come up with an answer. Go on, Harshit. Okay, that's nice. Okay, can we move on to the next one? Yes, Pumesh, your answer was very much correct. Thank you so much. Now, come to the last question of this particular case. Last question of this case, that is true or false. We will be having another case, the last. Okay. Before that, A. Fadum fetched water from the old water wells. Do you think it's true or false? And B. Fadum fetched water at least 3 times a day. Vidhi, yes, your answer was correct, Bache. Yes, Harshit. Given two answers, I might have missed. I'm very sorry if that happened because I am not able to read all of your comments. I'm very sorry for that. But I'm trying to do my best. Okay. Pawan is saying that we should avoid wasting water, and that saving water is saving lives. All right. Yes. Okay. Can we just, okay, Yash Bharadwaj has come up with the answer. It's true. Okay. Fahim is also saying it's true. Chandrani is saying the first one is false, the second is true. Okay. And Harish is going on with the sorry, true option. Navdeep is going with the true. Okay. So all of you are moving on to the option true. That's the case. Then we will be. Okay, Harshit. Okay, Harshit. I might have forgot. Okay. This is the. I'm really sorry if I forgot your name. I'm sorry, Harshit. I'll try to remember your name from now on. Okay. The first one is true. The second one is okay true. Fadum used to fetch. Okay, let's look at this. Look at the sentences again. Right. Fadum fetched water from the old water wells. I hope you do remember. Fadum used to fetch water from the old water holes. Those water holes, those water wells were over years old. They were that old. And she used to fetch water with a rope and a bucket. Old formula that people used to do even in the present world, present India, we also do the same, right? Yes, Vidhi, your answer is very much correct. Yes, Pawan and Sanjeev, both of your answers were true, were correct. Okay, that's very nice of you. If you're paying attention, that's true. Vanshika, yes. Shazim Chaudhary, yes, very nice. Okay, Fadum fetched water 3 times a day. Again, the same part. She used for the first time she used to go before the sunrise, and the second time she used to go before lunch, and the third time she used to go just before the dinner time. Right? She used to fetch water 3 times a day. Right? Yes, Harshit. Very nice. Very nice. Sanjeev. Arun. All right. True. That's good. That's very nice. Now we come to the last case now. Last case. That is, this is a pie chart. I believe all of you know what a pie chart is, isn't it? You all are very smart. I know what a pie chart is. And the title for this pie chart is Uses of Water. All right, let's see. Yes, Soha, that's true. Thank you. Yes, Harshit. All right. Very nice answer. All right. Let's go on. Okay. Let's go on with the. So, okay. Here is the pie chart for you all. I hope you can all see it. The uses of water. Where do we use water? Yes, very good evening. Let's focus on the question at hand. We use 60% of our total water in the shower, 26% in the toilet, 13.7% in the leaks. It is just lost. And we use 21.7% in washing the clothes. Faucets, that is the tap water. We spent 15.7% faucet, and 5.3% is just for other purposes, maybe for the garden or maybe for the car wash that we do once a week or something like that. So this is the pie chart for the general use of water, that is that for a general individual. Okay, now let's I hope all of you can see it. For the people it is blurry, I just read it out. So let's, yes, Harish, we can say water in toilet. We can say water everywhere. Okay, everywhere. In showers, faucets, clothes washing, leaks, toilets, everything. We should be saving water. Okay, so I hope you all are ready for the question and answer, right? Now, the first question, it is a question where you will all have to think. Yes, Varun, very good evening. Let's focus on the question. Where is it possible to save the maximum amount of water? Where out of these four options can we save the maximum amount of water? Where is it possible? Can we save the maximum water in washing the clothes? Can we save water in washing clothes? Yes, we can. In toilets, yes, we can. In bathing, even there we can save water. In tap faucets, even there we can save water. But where is that we can save the maximum amount of water? Harshit is coming up with an answer, that is toilet. Toilet. Okay, most of you are going on with the option toilet, yes, because according to the chart, we can say about 26% of our water is spent in the toilet. Installing low flow showers are a great way to conserve water. That's very true. Fahim, that's very true. Siddhant, Harshit, and Soha, all. Yes, I know all. All is the answer. I know that really well. Yes, I know that. But let's find out, where can we save the maximum, where can we save the maximum amount of water? Where is it possible for us to save water? Is it possible in the toilets, or is it possible in the while washing the clothes, or is it possible while bathing or bathing, or is it possible while using the tap faucet or the tap water? The possibility, where does the possibility to save the water lies? You have to question carefully. Okay, so many of you are opting for the toilet. Okay, let's share the answer. The full credit goes to the people who opted for bathing. Okay, that is the option where we can reduce the amount of time. We use showers, and we have uh, huge rooms. We do steam bathing. There are so many ways, and a lot of we were, let's not use the word spend, where we waste a lot of water in bathing. We can reduce that thing, isn't it? Yes, many of you opted for it. Yes, Sanjeev, Pawan, and Soha, Irfan, Fahim. Yes, many of you opted for bathing. That's very right. That's the correct answer. Anamika, that's right. That's okay. You can opt. You can attempt again. That's okay. Let's go on with the next question. How can we save water while washing clothes? How can we save water while washing clothes? How? I believe all of you took a look at the pie chart carefully, right? So it according a few. Let me just check. In washing, we spent 21%. That's a large amount. We spent we spent in 21% of water. Now, which option? All right, using warm water for cleaning and rinsing, isn't it? Always running full load and less rinsing. When we wash clothes in a washing machine, we should be rinsing a little less. We don't need to waste so much water while rinsing. And we should never run the washing machine half full, half. Whenever it is loaded half, it should be full. It should be full. That is how we can save the detergent as well as the water, right? Yes, Harish, your answer is correct. That's very nice. That's very smart of you. Harish, Mandeep, and Pavan, Harshit, don't have to be demotivated. You can try again in the next one. That's all right. It's okay. Many of you opted for the correct one. You should always be running the machine when it's fully loaded, and we should be rinsing. Okay, we should be rinsing it less, right? Okay. Now we go on to the next question. How can we minimize how can we minimize the water leakages? How can we do that? How can we minimize the water leakage? How's it possible? Yes. Yes, Siddhant, your answer was D. That's very good. You paid attention, that means, right? How can we minimize the water leakage? We all know what water leakages is. And water leakages, as far as I remember, there was about 13% loss. Water leakages up to 13% of the water loss. What is the answer? Yes. How can we minimize water leakages? How? How did we the water leakage? How can we minimize the water leakage? We can be aware of leakage. Okay, we have an answer from Chandrani. We can be aware of leakages and call the plumber to fix the leakages so that water does not waste. We should use good quality of taps. Okay, that's very nice. That's very nice. That's very thoughtful of you, Chandrani. Quick assessment and repair. All right, Harish, that's very nice. We should call a professional immediately. Yes, Siddhant, very nice answer. Harshit Yadav is saying we should close the tap very tightly. That's very good. Okay, very nice. Most Vanshika, Harish, Harshit, all of your answers are very nice. Jatin, yes. Vanshika, we should be closing the tap or the faucet tightly so that it does not drip. That's very nice. Very nice of you. In fact, very thoughtful. Okay. Now I'll be sharing the answer. Checking and replacing the supply hoses, replacing traditional reinforced rubber hoses with stainless steel braided hoses. We should use built-in auto shut-off mechanisms. There are so many options available. Okay, so that we can reduce the loss of water and reduce the leakages, because the water which is leaked is a complete waste, right? Now, here is the next question. How can we save water while bathing? How can we save water? Anyone? How can we save water? Yes, Harish, thank you so much. Let's focus on the question. We check where house is there any leakage. Yes, Vanshika, we should always do that. We should supply system frequently so that we can eliminate any option of any leakage. Any probability of any leakage can be reduced. Fahim is coming up with an answer, aiming for efficient leakage recovery, leaking pipes and equipment due to burst or breakage. Okay, that's nice. Okay, I got so many answers, Harshit. Your first answer is by taking bucket water. Okay, if we use less, if we bathe using the bucket water, obviously we'll be using less water. That's very nice. Chandrani has again come up with an answer. Very nice of her. We should spend less time of bathing so that less water is used. Very nice. That's very good. Good. We should always spend less time bathing. That's very nice. We should shorten our span of bathing so that we can not only clean ourselves but also save water, contribute our part in saving water. Yes, Harish, taking shorter showers. The duration of the shower has a direct effect on water usage. That's very nice. Huh? That's brilliant. We should use bucket, not shower. Very nice. We should turn the water off while applying soap. Yes, Ritu, that's very nice. We should turn the water off while we are applying the soap, right? We should use bucket. Yes. Okay, that's very nice. Thank you. And we come to the last question. That is true or false. The first one, running the washing machine when you have full load saves water. True or false? Okay, Harshit, we are minimizing the time of taking. Okay, that's very nice. We can minimize the time of shower. We should use water in the quantity we need. Yes, Vanshika, that's very nice answer. Okay, now let's focus at the question at hand. Running the washing machine when you have full load saves water. Is it true or false? Bucket bath save more water than a shower bath. Yes or no? Harish is saying false, and Fahim is saying true, Jatin is saying true, Chandani is saying both are true, Ritu is saying true, Harshit is saying true and false both. Chandrani has come up with an answer. She is saying both are true. Ritu is saying it is false. Harshit Yadav is saying A is false, B is true. I believe I told you about the first one, that when you're running a washing machine, when you have a full load, it obviously saves water. When you run a washing machine, when it is half loaded, the water is wasted along with the detergent as well, and it takes a lot of more time as right? Yes, Mandeep, true. Your answer was very much correct. Siddhant, yes, both are true. Okay. B is bucket water saves more water than Ashad. Yes, Vanshika, you're right. Both are true. Jyotiri Aditya Singh, yes, true. Both are true. Harsha, that's okay, no problem. You just and the next time I believe you will be able to perform a lot better. Right? Harshit, that's okay. Harshit, that's okay. So don't need to feel sorry. That's okay. Both are true. Varun, true. True. Mandeep, true. Saurabh, Chaturvedi, all right, true. Now I hope you can see that. Now with this we have come to an end, and I am very thankful to you that you all were here attempting questions along with me, coming up with creative answers, and so many suggestions were given to you. Were given to all of us, and I'm very thankful to you all. And please, we do come here for the sessions. I expect a lot many more students join, so that we can have a wide reach to all of you. Thank you, Chandrani. Thank you, Ritu, Jatin, Fahim, Harshit, and I also thank KV Ro Agra for giving me the opportunity, because we all meet here on this beautiful platform, having the conversations. We all discussing a few questions, few answers, right? Tarun, yes, Siddhant, thank you so much. And so bring your friends along with you so that we can attempt a few more questions next time, okay, and have a very enlightening sessions, right? Thank you so much, everybody. And until next time, see you. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Bye.